All right, so let's commence now. So good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are doing fine. I remain your technical lead analyst for Good Early Deals. And what we usually do is we come on here every Monday to show you guys our outlook for the week. And we show you the things that you can expect to trade that can fetch you some certain level of profitability. Now, we analyzed the market last week, looking at like some specific pairs and their reactions and looking at what could come out of them for the new week. And last week we had some speculation. If you go and watch our last YouTube video, I think you should see it there. So we had some analysis that we're expecting gold to react off some certain areas and all that. And exactly what we were expecting was what happened for most of the pairs that we, not even most, I think all of the pairs that we analyzed during the session and all that. So today we'll be talking about something quite unique. We'll be looking at some specific pairs, and I'm going to be listing it right now. We'll be looking at the current pair, and I'm looking at which is XAUUSD. We'll be looking at XAUUSD first of all. Then we'll also be looking at AUD/JPY, GBP/JPY, and GBP/CHF. So I might try and touch GBP/USD. I will try and do that, but depending on how busy we are with the analysis, so let's start. All right. So as you guys can see, we have XAUUSD here live, which is the first thing. So for this XAUUSD, you guys can clearly see what is currently happening there. And what is currently happening on gold is you can see that I marked out a certain area for the sales, and I'm going to explain why I did that. Right. First of all, although those that are in the forex signal are already back profit from it, they already made quite decent amount of money. And even those that are currently connected to our bots, our forex signal automation already made money. So let me explain it. And the sales are still looking quite visible, except we see otherwise. So for now, let me explain the reason. First of all, I'd like to go to the 4-hour time frame. So the 4-hour time frame clearly shows us what we're actually looking for. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. Hold up. So yeah, let's continue. I don't even need the 4-hour. All I need to basically use is the 2-hour. All right, so on the 2-hour time frame, as you guys can clearly see, we had a low that market created here, first of all. Right, and market creating this low, you guys would notice that market creating this low, you guys would notice that there's going to be another break of structure below here. Right, so now since we had a break of structure that market created here, first of all, then we had this new break of structure. It made sense that market was going to respect something called scaling in entries. So I've already explained scaling in entries to you guys before. So I will be explaining scaling in entries to you guys again. And how does scaling in entries work in a way where when you see that market has reacted off an area before, for instance, we had market basically sell here, right? And when market sold here, we had it create this invalidated zone that is here, right? Which is like a trap. Now, sorry, market sold here rather, creating this particular trap that is here, right? Now, let me explain something further to you. Pay attention. Now, since we already saw that this place represented, this zone represented like a lower high area, right? Since we already saw that this zone represented like a lower high area, we know that market is supposed to automatically sweep off this zone, at least push up price a bit into this particular area that is here, and then we should see some sort of reaction to the downside. And we're able to call the trades, and in the signal room, they bagged at least a significant amount of profits from the trades. Now, once I saw that automatically we had a spontaneous and continuous break of structure, what I then did was I simply just came down to like a lower time frame, like 45 minutes. When I came down to like 45 minutes, automatically we were able to get quality trades for the sales of XAUUSD, as you can see currently. So there were reasons behind the sales. It wasn't far-fetched. What we simply used was scaling in entry. So using that scaling in entry, you already know what to look out for. You know. Because, okay, you know that, okay, market reacted off this area initially. So automatically, market should be expected to react off that area again for at least the second time. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to give you that opportunity to get that entry the second time. So we know that, okay, since we initially had a zone where markets, sold and pushed down price heavy like this, so, mitigating this particular lower high, then pushing price further into this zone, you're expecting that we see some kind of reaction to the downside. And in the signal, they were able to make a significant profit this morning. After 35, almost 40 live participants. So they were able to bag significant amount of profit. And this is the first trade XAUUSD sells of this particular area. So it's now left to you to basically see how you can maximize your wins and minimize your losses. So now that brings us to the next pair that we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at AUD/JPY 1 hour time frame. So let's search for AUD/JPY. AUD/JPY. AUD/JPY, let's go to 1 hour. So for AUD/JPY on the 1 hour time frame, I'm going to explain two things to you. And I need you to pay attention to this. This is supposed to be a session that basically enlightens you and you see things differently. Now pay attention to this. Now, first of all, since we've already seen a trade like this, we've seen that this is a low and the market created a new low that is here. Automatically, what I would do is I'm not going to be able to give you a full breakdown because this is not a mentorship program. But automatically, what I would do is I'm going to mark out this zone. I'm going to mark out this high rather, first of all. So I'm going to mark out that high like this. Then I would mark out the sweep of the eye area. Which is basically here. Once I mark out that system, now I'm supposed to take these cells for AUD/JPY, but I'm going to explain why I'm not going to take the cells most likely. But I'm just going to explain to you. Just pay attention to this. I needed you to see something different. Now look at this. First of all, we had a high, then we had a low here. Then we had market push up price like this. Then we have a push down like this, which showed the break of structure of this area, right? Now we had a push up here. Now this push up came down here and pushed up price. Assuming this push up push down further to break this structure, then we expect market to push up price like this and then sell and then push down further again. Does that sound crazy to you guys? So there are conditions to be met. There are certain criteria that you must look out for. So that way you have a single break of structure here initially. Then you have another break of structure here again to further complement that push down. So now you know that you've seen your first break. Okay, thank you for the applaud. Thank you guys. Just pay attention to what I'm saying. So now you know that okay, you've had your singular break of structure first of all, then now you have another break of structure here that sort of confirms your continuation pattern of that sales. So now that we never had this second area come down further to break past this low, it means that expecting market to sell from here is tentative. So for me, if I was 85% sure of this trade, Maurice, clear what you are doing on my screen. So for me, if I was 85% sure of this trade, now it has dropped to like 60%, even 55%. So these are the things that you look out for that will sort of make you, increase your risk appetite on a certain trade or reduce your risk. So it's not like as if you can't take this AUD/JPY sales when it pushes up to this particular area that is here. But me, I'm not going to be risking it because it did not complete all of the confluences that we need. It didn't complete all of the conferences that we need to validate proper sales. Do you guys understand what I'm saying now? So it didn't validate all of it. It didn't complete all of the conferences. All the conferences that should show you that market should push down price was not there. Please, who is this person that's all right? So then that brings us to the next bone of contention, which I will basically be showing you guys. That will be GBP JPY. Now pay attention to this. Let's go to GBP JPY. I hope you're able to learn something. I hope you were able to learn something from this. Let's go to GJ. Now GJ, let's go to the 1 hour time frame on GJ. Now for GJ, what do we see? I'm coming, guys. For GJ, what do we see here? Now, for GJ, first of all, you have market create this high, then push up price a bit. Then you have this other zone that is here. So for me, the same thing also happened on GJ. Now, look at it again. Now, first of all, we had a high like this. Then we have market push up price like this. Then we have a push up, push down, break of structure. The market pushed up price here again. Then it pushed down. But this one never came down to this area. Then it pushed up again. And this second one never came down here. It's only showing you one thing. These sales are not going to last enough. Then we might probably have a push up of the buys. So these are the things that you look out for to sort of increase your validity before taking a trade. So most people feel like, okay, look at, for instance, now. For instance, now, look at something. When we had the gold sales that I explained to you guys, we saw that there were a series of break of structures showing a continuation pattern of the sales. But for AUD JPY and GBP JPY right now, we've seen sales, but we've not seen break of structure that shows the continuation pattern of those sales. And those are the things that basically increase your confidence when taking a trade. And you're able to bag significant amount of profit. This morning, I was able to close about 1-3. People in the signal were able to close, good profit. Some people $50, $100, $200 and the likes like that. And some other people were able, even the signal automation and stuff. So it won't always be rosy, right? It's not, nothing is 100% guaranteed. But these are the things that increases your confidence when taking it. And you know that, okay, even if this trade hits stop loss, you tried your best. And you know that, okay, it wasn't just your analysis that was wrong. It was just a bad market day and nothing that deep. Do you understand me? So these are the things that basically increases your confidence. I'm like, today, I'll basically show you live chart, which was the XAUUSD, and I will also show you things that you need to look out for when, trading, and then you know that, okay, this is something that I need to pay quality attention to so that I'm basically not wrong sometimes. So now that brings us to the last one. That will be GBP CHF, and I'll try GBP USD. Now let's look at GBP CHF for instance. Now GBP CHF. What if I have live participants? Hold on. I'm going to look for GBP CHF now. So now let's look for GBP CHF. So most people don't pay attention to all of these little things. Those are the things that you sort of would do that will increase your level of confidence when taking a particular trade. I know that, okay, I've watched out for all of these things, and I know that, okay, I am convinced, and my analysis and confidence is strong on this particular setup. So that way, you are trading only quality setups, and you're not trading haphazardly. GBP CHF. Let me see if I can get it here. Sorry, hold on for me. We're almost 50 live participants. Let's push everybody serious this new week. Oh, 48. GBP. Unmute yourself, please. Right, so let's look at GBP CHF. Let's use Saxo. What did you hold on? I think I have GBP CHF in my watch list here. I'm coming. Hold on for me. GBP CHF. I've added it. All right, so let's look at GBP CHF from a 1 hour time frame. Now, I'm going to tell you what I see and how it sort of the things that you need to look out for. So first of all, we've had markets continuously create sell patterns. As you guys can see here, market has continuously created sell patterns, as you can clearly see. Continuously created sell patterns, right? Now, if you are looking at this closely, we can all literally tell that you had an initial break of structure here, right? Then we had another break of structure here. Then we had an internal break of structure here. All right. So you guys can see that you had an internal break of structure there. So you say that you had an internal break of structure there. Now, it is no longer flash news. From what you've seen so far on this, the sales are valid. The sales setups are valid. This is not anything that you can literally see that the sales setups are very, very valid. For what you can see so far, right? The setups, the sell is visible, but there is no quality place you can mark as an entry for me. So now, even if we switch this from candlesticks, even if we switch this from candlesticks to line charts, what you'll be seeing is a series of areas that are looking like liquidity zones. Do you understand me? So now, in a scenario like this, once you see that, for instance, market is not giving you what you want based off of candlesticks, what I would do if I were you is what I would do is I'm not going to be trading off 51 live participants. I'm not going to be trading off what I would do then is I'm not going to be trading off reversal zones. What I'll be trading off is when market basically breaks a low or a high, then I'm going to expect the continuation pattern. So as a trader, you need to be dynamic. Know automatically when, that's why I tell people that pay attention to knowledge. When you automatically pay attention to knowledge, money becomes a stream. You cannot, you see, at the end of the day, seek to know. First of all, our Bishop Oyedepo was saying that basically one of the things a lot of people pay attention to is that the first important thing you need to do is you need to seek to know and not be known. Because so for me, when he said that he said seek to basically know, right, and not to be known, I'm like, I reformed mine and I said that when you know, you will be known. So most people want to be known without knowing anything. So what is now the quality that makes you stand as an individual? That, okay, what is this person known for? Trust me, there is no business without its own risks. Same thing applies to trading. There is no perfect trader that, okay, this person has 100% accuracy. There is none. If you ever see, please send me the person's number, because don't let anybody bullshit you on the internet. Everybody has losses, but the only thing is that we show you openly. When we have losses, we is open, and when we have our winning ratios, it is there for you to see openly. And most of all of these nuggets, a lot of people will never even create time to come out, because whether I spit saliva or not, whether I jump on Monday live session or not, I will still make money. So I'm only doing this basically because of passion. This particular Monday live session, I'm only because of my heart, not because whether I do it or not, because Monday live session doesn't give me any money in particular. They are not catching money here. Where the money is in in the forex signal room. So whether I do Monday live session or not, I will still bag money. So might as well just not do it, because so me doing it is as a result of the fact that, okay, I want people out there to have the privileges or the opportunities that we never really had, trading 6 years down the line right now. So most of things, a lot of people just focus on clouds. They try to focus on who has more money, who doesn't have that, whereas you don't even have anything. So first thing you need to focus on is try to focus on knowing, and I believe you will be known. Do you understand? So as a trader, you have to be dynamic. It's not every time you are basically wired towards one particular setup or system. So all I'm going to do is we basically understand the shift in time, and we understand PS and what is applicable to them. That is basically why we focus more and pay more attention to XAUUSD, because we understand how it works. So the fact that we understand how it works doesn't mean you'll be right 100% of the time. As I'm talking to you right now, I told you guys about the gold sales that I showed you initially, and it's currently 30 pips in profit from when I started talking about it on this live session. The gold sales that you guys saw initially here, that I showed you, that we took in the signal room. But yeah, this is the trade, as you guys can see. Hold on, let me put this on 1 hour. Okay, that's not it. This is it here. Okay, this is it. This is the trade I showed you guys earlier during this live session. As you guys can see, it's currently 33 pips in profit for me. 33 pips in profit right now from there. And this is the stop loss area that I gave. And look at the TP, looking like 560 pips ish. But it's a swing position. It takes a lot to hold a swing position. Do you understand? So in between, if you want to take another sales, if you miss this first sales, if market pushes, so most people now, they'll be waiting for a market to reverse up and sell again. If market continues to sell, what you can take is, if you have a break below 26.44, you can enter the sales. Because 26.44 is a higher low, but once you have a break below this higher low area, automatically shows that markets might continue the sell pattern. So you have to be dynamic. You can take your sales in between 26.44. If you miss the first one, pushing down price, the next one you can take it once it breaks past this higher low here, 26.36 area, you can take another sell tentatively. So most people are usually not dynamic. They are very stubborn. I hate stubborn traders. People that don't understand shift in time. So these are the things that we show you. And once you understand all of this dynamic, and obviously I cannot explain everything because this is not a mentorship program. This is not a paid program, right? So we have our paid programs though, but that's like a different thing entirely. So back to what I was saying. So it's not okay. It's currently 40 pips in profit. It's pushing down price heavy for the gold sales. So back to what I was saying. So once you understand the shift in time as a trader, it basically differentiates you, right? So for instance, now I didn't send this trade that I just called for you guys that's currently 40 pips in profit. I didn't send it to the signal room intentionally because we've bagged about almost 60 pips today, and I don't want to get burned. So most people basically feel because you have enough knowledge, you have to be sending trades every day, or just basically misusing your knowledge. Because once you start doing that, you begin to see the wrong things. So we focus more on quality over quantity. So if I called 2 trades in the midnight, and I called 1 trade this morning, about 25 pips, there are a total of like about almost 60 pips plus, and I'm done for the day in the signal room. Same thing for the forex automation. So whether this gold sells, like you should sell whatever, when I'm ready for another trade, I basically know that we would find entries. And if we don't see an entry, then we'll wait till we see another entry. So that way we are able to minimize all of the noise and maximize the wins rather than just basically trading anyhow. But most people just, because you've now got, so you have to be dynamic as a trader and understand when there's shift in time. So most people don't pay attention to all of these things. They don't pay attention to quality. All they do is just make noise. So at the end of the day, instead of you focusing on being known, fame is not equivalent to money. You can be known and be broke. So what you want to try is, first of all, have knowledge, which is basically knowing. So first of all, you need to have knowledge, which is basically knowing. After you don't know, you can convert your knowledge to value, and value would make you known. which means automatically money is not a change. Money is not a byproduct or a means of exchange for you. Value is now your means of exchange. So you being valuable, people will pay you for your value, or you would necessarily make money for your value. Because everybody, any clever person can know stuff. What differentiates is your ability to execute something. So life doesn't mostly favor the most knowledgeable. It's those that have the ability to execute. So I want you to go this new week and basically execute and see how it turns out for you. So I hope this has been insightful. I hope you've been able to learn different stuffs during this Monday live session, from the trading to like you how you can fine tune your psychology and all that. And I usually say a word of prayer. I pray as you guys go about your new week. I pray God guys and protect every single one of you. In as much as you guys need me, I also do need you. I won't be talking to thin air, right? So make sure you try to stay safe and let people know where you're going. I know you're all big women, men, married men. I know for those that are also outside the country, but just let maybe a friend or somebody know where you're going. Try to basically stay safe and take very good care of yourself, right? And I pray God continues to guide you far and near. Everybody, all of you that are outside the country, that are on this call, and those that are actually in the country too. I think we had a lot of people join today. So yeah, and what else? Let me stop recording for now.